Breaking news. After Devin Haney activated his mandatory position to fight Regis and the WBC approved where they ordered Regis to fight Devin Haney or Sandor Martin next for his mandatory, they gave Regis 14 days to choose. Now today, breaking news came out that Shakur has finally activated his mandatory position to fight Devin Haney, where Shakur requested a 50-50 split to fight the undisputed champion Devin Haney from the WBC. In other words, Shakur requested that the WBC orders a 50-50 purse split after initially turning down the 75-25 offer from Devin Haney to fight for Undisputed because he said he's worth more. Therefore, I can't wait to see what the WBC is going to rule, what the purse split is going to be. Because we all know if the WBC rules that the purse split is going to be 75 to 25% in favor of the undisputed champion Devin Haney, then you best believe Shakur Stevenson is going to turn down the fight in a heartbeat. There's no secret about that. I mean, he already did. Previously, when Shakur rejected Devin Haney's offer to fight for Undisputed, he made it very clear that he's not going to accept 25% because he's worth more. But I told you guys then, Shakur never told the public, nor Devin Haney, what percentage he would accept the fight for. However, now we know Shakur wants a 50-50 split to fight Devin Haney for Undisputed, or at the very least, near that amount. Now, when Shakur manager came out back then stating the fight is not going to happen, Devin Haney overbid himself, which is ironic because a lot of people will feel Shakur Stevenson requesting 50-50 split to fight Devin Haney for Undisputed when Shakur has no title. He's only the mandatory. Is Shakur overbidding himself? I mean, factually speaking, Devin Haney is not just the champion, but more so, the undisputed champion. He has all of the titles, he holds all of the keys to the lightweight division, but even with all of that aside, Devin Haney is the more popular guy. You can really say Devin Haney is top 5 in the game as far as popularity in the sport of boxing. So we know Devin Haney is more popular than Shakur. He sells more tickets. If you combine Devin Haney's last 3 fights, he sold around 70,000 tickets. While Shakur, on the other hand, I believe he sold approximately 20 to 25,000 tickets. Additionally, the price tag for the Devin Haney fights cost way more than the Shakur Stevenson fights. Devin Haney has way more followers on social media. Devin Haney makes way more money than Shakur Stevenson. After all, Shakur is making it all about money. He's not making it about nothing else. So we talking money right now. Factually speaking, Devin Haney makes way more money than Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney has the better resume. He has Lomachenko on his resume. Kambosos twice in Australia after Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, the man who beat the man who beat the man. He got JoJo and Linares on his resume. So that's not up for debate. Keep in mind, Jay Prince, who is Shakur Stevenson's manager, he said that Devin Haney and Gervonta are equally popular. We all know Gervonta is the face of boxing. So Jay Prince views Devin Haney as one of the faces of boxing. And he sees Gervonta and Devin Haney equally popular while being undisputed at the same time. Therefore, if we talking money, Devin Haney is clearly the A-side by a landslide. If we talking legacy, Devin Haney is the undisputed champion. He has all of the titles and the better wins. Moreover, after reading all of the factual stats, the WBC might order even a lower split in 75 to 25% that Devin Haney offered Shakur initially. That's why I can't wait to see what the WBC is going to decide, because I could assure you it's not going to be 50-50 like Shakur requested or wants, which raises the million-dollar question. If the WBC orders a percentage in favor of Devin Haney that Shakur doesn't like, then what Shakur Stevenson is going to do? Is he going to turn down the Devin Haney Undisputed fight yet again? Or is he going to accept and fight Devin Haney finally? Only time will tell. However, I'm afraid that perhaps Shakur activated his mandatory too late. Since Shakur only activated his mandatory after Devin Haney activated his mandatory to fight Regis, and the WBC ordered Regis to fight Devin Haney. So, is the WBC going to veto their previous order of Regis to fight Devin Haney? Or are they going to tell Shakur that he missed the deadline and now he has to wait to see what Regis is going to do? Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense why Shakur only activated his mandatory after the WBC ordered Regis to fight Devin Haney for his mandatory, where they gave Regis a 14-day deadline. Why will Shakur wait till after the fact? Forget about the deadline. He went past the deadline. Remember, Shakur was supposed to activate his mandatory 3 months ago. Not today. Even Devin Haney told him to. You should have been activated it. Devin said that nearly 2 months ago, and Shakur said, I will. So what took so long? It defeats the purpose of Shakur activating his mandatory to fight Devin Haney when the WBC already ordered another champion, Regis, to fight Devin Haney. You can't just wait to after the fact to activate the mandatory. That's equivalence of me applying to go to college for fall 2022, but I wait till 2023 in order to apply, where I'm just now applying today in 2023 to go to college for fall 2022. That's not gonna work because I missed the deadline. But then when my parents ask me, have you applied to go to college? I say, yeah. This is equivalence of what Shakur Stevenson is doing by activating his mandatory, not just last minute, but after the minute has passed. Now he could say, I activated the mandatory. So I really hope that the WBC orders Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson fight some way, somehow, because I want to know what the purse split is going to be, since Shakur is making this all about money. More importantly, I want to see the fight. The Regis fight is great. However, Devin Haney versus Shakur is even a better fight. This is the main fight I want to see. Without the headache. I just want to see the fight and enjoy one of the greatest entertaining and skillful fights of all time. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let's just say that Haney wins the fight against Loma, and let's say Tank wins his fight against Ryan Garcia. Which side would you rather go? If he fights Devin and he wins all of the belts. If he fights Tank and he beats him, he doesn't win any of the belts, but his star power goes through the roof, man. Which one is, more appealing?
I mean, it don't really matter with us. You know, I think both of those guys are just about equally as special. So, you know what I mean? Our stock rises, you know, being victorious with either one. So,
do you think your stock would rise the same amount if you fought a Devin as opposed to actually beating Tank?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a difference. I mean, we just look forward to it, man.
I gotta ask you, why exactly do you think it's not really that big of a difference? Tank is arguably top 2 biggest stars in the game right now, top 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that about Tank, and you can also say Devin got all those belts. You know what I mean? It's like 6.5 a dozen. So, you know, but we all have our own opinions.
After Devin's fight, I spoke to Shakur outside, and he said he's going to activate his mandatory and talk to Bob Arum to fight Devin next. So, have Bob Arum contacted you regarding the Shakur fight, and have you heard anything from the WBC?
I think Shakur's activator might be broke.
I talked to Shakur outside, you know, shortly after his out, and he said he was willing to activate that mandatory.
Yeah, I mean, as he should. He could have been activating it.
Devin, Ryan Garcia was in the crowd. Do you think he was scouting you for a potential fight?
I don't know. Brian's been my mandatory before, so.
Listen, the WBC said that you're Devin Haney's mandatory, so are you going to fight him next?
I'm fighting the winner next. I mean, it's depending on if he stay at 135. Cause I'm hearing he gonna go up.
Yeah, Haney said he expects you to activate your mandatory position. So
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Listen, have you talked to Bob Arum about making this fight, and if so, what did he say?
I ain't really had too much conversation with him tonight, but we gonna talk.
So what's your thoughts on Bob Arum claiming that a fight with you and Tank will probably lose money?
I ain't got nothing bad to say about Bob. I ain't, you feel me? I'm just staying focused on the main goal.